Good afternoon, Flow Nation crew. It is Wednesday, December 22nd, and I am going to be making some spaghetti. I have some water trying to come to a boil to boil my spaghetti. I have 1 pound of ground turkey, and in this pot here, I am going to be adding in some olive oil, and then I'm going to be just adjust my camera, and then I'm going to be adding in some diced garlic and ginger to saute. So as you can see, I have the diced garlic and ginger in there. You just want to saute that until it gets a little translucent, just for like a minute or two. And to that, I'm going to be adding in some diced onions, red, green, yellow, and orange, I believe, bell peppers. I'm going to go ahead and add that in now, and then I'm going to give that a stir. The smell of this is just wonderful. You just want to saute that on medium so the veggies get translucent and a little soft. Not mushy, just a little soft. And I'm going to season with a little black pepper and just a little bit of salt just for the veggie portion. I like to season as I go along when I'm making my spaghetti. What I'm going to do now is just wait for this to saute a little bit and wait for this water here to come to a boil. And then I will be back to get the ground turkey browned and put the spaghetti in. Spaghetti takes about 10 minutes to cook. Be back. Go. Alright, so aim it down a little bit towards the top. Shoot up the top. Thank you. Alright, so see. Okay. So I'm just about done with sauteing these. Still waiting for this water to come to a boil. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these veggies out, put them in a bowl. Okay, now once I have that out, I'm going to add in a little bit more oil. Turn my flame up on high. And I'm going to add in my ground turkey. I'm going to start to saute that. Break it up. Alright, so I'm going to add in some seasonings. I find that when you're cooking with ground turkey, you have to add a little extra oomph in the seasoning. That's because ground turkey can be a little bland. I mean, it's good for you, but it can be a little bland. So I'm using a little Greek seasoning, a little garlic salt. Draw that loose a little bit. And again, this is just a pound of ground turkey. This is on. I love this stuff. There's some black pepper. Stir that up. So I'm stirring the seasonings while continuing to cook it and break up the meat. You don't want it in big old chunks. Preferably, I mean, some people may like it that way. I usually tend to break it up unless I'm making meatballs, which tonight, obviously, I'm not. And ground turkey tends to hold a lot of juice. So I try to get it to cook down really good. That's why I have my heat up on high. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the red pepper flake in there. Give it a little zing. Not a whole heck of a lot. And as I taste my sauce, once I add in the sauce and all the veggies and everything back to it, I'm going to, taste everything and see where I want it. And yeah, there's a big debate about my next ingredient that I'm going to save for my sauce, and that is sugar. I believe in putting a little bit of sugar in there. It helps break down the tomato sauce for me, as far as not having such an acidic taste. I mean, if I were making a sauce from scratch and cooking out the tomato, like the acidic part of the tomato part, and helping develop the sweetness of the tomato flavor, then, I wouldn't need to put the sugar in there. But I find that it helps break down everything as far as that helping to bring the flavors together, adds a little bit of sweetness. I'm not talking about a whole cup of sugar, maybe like a quarter cup, something like that. You just add into your sauce, and it makes the difference. And a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, what is she doing?" To each his own. This is just a recipe, and I make spaghetti several different ways. This is just one of the ways that I make spaghetti. Alright, so you see that our meat is almost brown. I'm going to let that continue to brown. Our water it's getting ready to start boiling. Once that comes to a full boil, I'll salt the water, put the pasta in there. I'll boil the pasta for 10 minutes, drain it off. By that time, I should have my spaghetti sauce in and my veggies all mixed back in with my meat. Have the sugar in and have that ready to go. And then I will show you what the finished product looks like. Alright, so we're going to plate up our spaghetti. Get it to stand up a little bit. And then I'm going to ladle sauce down over that. A little bit more. You can top it with some cheese, Parmesan cheese, whatever cheese if you like. And there's Flow Nation Crew version of spaghetti with meat. Subscribe, like, share. Till next time.